Howdy, guys.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
So, what are you guys actually drinking there? Polar bear cola. But speaking of polar bears, that reminds me of my plant in Alaska. I not only planned it, I also replaced some of the equipment myself. Sometimes there were bears and beasts.
Bears?
And beasts. It was a cold Sunday in December with a guy named Buddy. I sat in the control room, attentive as always, when suddenly a device signaled a malfunction. Well, I have my plan in my head, but not every device number. The archives were closed, the key couldn't be found, and not a decent technician for miles around. So what are you gonna do? I just went out myself, then I noticed the beast at the pump. So you know what I did? First of all, I made a lot of noise with the wrench against the pipe. Bang, bang, bang. And then the beast finally ran off. Then I was able to get the measuring instrument, wipe the number clear, and read the nameplate. By the way, the plant is still running today, without any problems.
Then that's more lifecycle survival than lifecycle management. Profibus makes things a lot easier for you in this regard, and that from the very start. Here, I'll draw it for you. See, this is the lifecycle. Planning and documentation are already considerably simplified, as fewer cables, fewer switchboards, and fewer interfaces are required. And in general, the entire conversation, in other words, scaling of milliamperes to your measured values, is completely eliminated. In the procurement phase, you can then order the devices completely pre-configured. And during installation, devices of other manufacturers can be installed at any time thanks to the guaranteed interoperability. Additions to the system during operation are simplified when corresponding interfaces are taken into account in the planning phase. And you remain flexible. You don't only replace a device with that of another manufacturer, you can install a completely different type of measuring instrument if necessary. Especially during maintenance and device replacement or repairs, then the additional diagnostic functions and the I&M functionality pay off. This means identification and maintenance. And now we come to you and the polar bear. The I&M functionality enables you to access the devices and call up the individual data record directly from the control room. This is also referred to here as the electronic nameplate. With remote access, Buddy would have identified the serial number of the device immediately, and you would have been able to stay inside where it's warm.
Electronic nameplate? To tell you the truth, I'd rather meet up with those bears and those beasts in the zoo nearby.
We're at the bar.